Yo guys, welcome back to King Oles. Artur Beterbiev has just knocked out Calum Smith in round 7, or stopped him, should I say. But yeah, in an absolutely one-sided domination by Artur Beterbiev today. Fantastic blade performance by him. Absolutely fantastic by Artur Beterbiev. Did exactly what he needed to do. And, shut a load of people up, including myself today, because me and many other people were saying, oh, yeah, Anthony Yard completely, exposed Artur Beterbiev's defense and stuff. And, he is very vulnerable. But no, his defense was fantastic today, Beterbiev. He kept a really, really, really good tight guard. And Smith could, he could hardly catch him. Smith was leaning into his shots a lot, leaning over a lot, and Beterbiev was able to catch him. That's, the big shot that caught Calum Smith late on, and that's the one that, he was basically able to catch him with that hurt him, and then got combos going over, then dropped him, and then dropped him again for the second knockdown, then it was stopped. So yeah, look, fantastic performance there by Beterbiev defensively and offensively. Beterbiev was, doing really well with that jab, stepping in well, and then getting out of range for that Calum Smith jab. Smith was able to get a bit of success with the jab in the early rounds, but as the fight just went on, he was getting less success by the second with it. Smith had a good second round, and that was it. Smith had a good second round where he looked all right, but Beterbiev was never in trouble by anything that Smith was giving to him. But yeah, look, I thought Beterbiev was fantastic at being able to shut down the jab of Calum Smith, doing an excellent job at it, always being able to beat Smith to the punch, and always out of range for when Smith came in with the jab. Smith, he was always out of range when he was trying to throw out that right hand, and a lot of the time, and quite a lot of the time, Smith was throwing quite a few arm punches as well at times in that fight. Look, it was a fantastic performance by Beterbiev, but again, I think Smith could have done better. Just leaning into punches, like you're the taller guy, you can shut down the distance easy. You don't need. There's no need for you to lean into punches like that and just get caught with stupid shots. And Smith was getting caught with a few stupid ones today, but yeah, Beterbiev was doing everything right though. Like some uppercuts he was landing up close with blade, fantastic. And Beterbiev was just able to find his range easily. Like Beterbiev found the range that he wanted to be in the first couple of seconds of the fight, where he was actually able to back Smith up onto the ropes in those like first 30 seconds and get a few decent combos going on the ropes. None of them hurt Smith. Smith was covering up well, but Beterbiev found his range instantly and was able to deal with him well and get that jab going, and he was able to snap Calum Smith's head back. Smith landed a good uppercut. I forgot what round it was in. I think it was in round 2 where he landed a good uppercut, which Beterbiev took really well, but it snapped Beterbiev's head back a bit. But yeah, Smith was landing some good shots in round 2 and had some good success. And at the end of round 5 as well, where it was a really close round, where Beterbiev started while Smith came back into it late. But then, it was just a dominant performance really from Beterbiev. It was just one-sided. He won every round apart from round 2 and was just fantastic with the jab and with the uppercut and just getting into range well, shutting Calum Smith down. And yeah, it just made it easy. The body work had its effect on Smith as well. Smith just looked tired in the end. Like Beterbiev just, easily broke him down. And yeah, as I do think Beterbiev, did shut down the jab of Smith down well, but Smith, he didn't use it enough though. He did not use it enough. Smith was trying to go in with those lead hooks quite a bit to the body. Beterbiev was blocking them really well with that tight guard, and Smith didn't have a tight guard at all today. Smith just left himself open for a lot of shots. Why is Smith not having a tight guard? Well, why? You're against who's knocked out everyone he's fought, tighty guard instead of leaving himself open. A lot of the time he was, but Smith was slipping and ducking quite a few shots. Well, but have a tighter guard. That's the thing. But yeah, look, Beterbiev's jab today was on point though. It was. And Beterbiev did everything right. Didn't put a foot wrong. He didn't get hit with anything stupid whatsoever. It was a great performance. Feinting always. Doing really well with some good small feints, Beterbiev. always able to confuse you. He gives you a lot to think about. And, you know, Beterbiev was able to get the fight where he wanted it to be straight away. He had Calum Smith up on the ropes a lot in that fight. And, you know, Beterbiev was literally always on the front foot in that fight and had Calum Smith on the ropes and just was able to do whatever he wanted to do to him in the end, and just wasn't really getting much of a response from Calum Smith. Yes, Beterbiev was breaking him down really, really well, gassed and like made Calum Smith gas out, but, you know, there was still nothing coming back from Smith. All there was just him leaning into his punches too much, then getting caught. That was a lot of how Calum Smith was getting hurt, leaning into punches, just leaning in with his punches, and then getting caught with a massive big counter shot by Beterbiev over the top. Beterbiev was, you know, he was staying patient a lot of times in that fight, waiting for, you know, Smith to kind of drop his hands or make a mistake and then land some big shots over the top. That's what Beterbiev was doing. Like, he was just doing everything right, countering well, then, you know, started, you know, off with his aggression really well as well. He just did everything right and just simply broke down Calum Smith really well today. And just found it easy to get on the inside. And you know, he was just somehow always able to beat Calum Smith to the punch. I didn't see Calum Smith get the better of any exchange in that fight. Beterbiev was fantastic at getting in and out of there, and always beating Calum Smith to the jab whenever they went with it as well. And, you know, Beterbiev was obviously the harder hitter, as it was shown. You know, Smith was always the one just, you know, coming out of the receiving end of the exchanges with, you know, taking a bit of damage from them and stuff. It was just a fantastic performance by Beterbiev today, and really did, you know, shut up a lot of people, including myself today, kind of doubting a bit, or has he fully still got it in him? He's 39 years old and he's staying this strong. It's fantastic stuff to see from him. We've got to see this Bivol fight next. We must see Beterbiev fight Bivol next. Got to happen. I believe they both want the fight. Must happen in Saudi Arabia, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think it's a fantastic fight where before today, I was saying that I thought Bivol would be able to school Beterbiev. Now, I think it's a fantastic fight which could go either way. Honestly, I don't think Beterbiev's seen anyone like Bivol, and I don't think Bivol's seen anyone like Beterbiev. Such a bloody great fight. Got to happen. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, King. I'll speak to you in the next one.